Well, now to an update to that tragic medical helicopter crash in Owen County from a month ago. Authorities are now releasing the preliminary report from its investigation, painting a clearer picture into what went wrong that evening. The 3 crew members on board, a pilot, flight nurse, and flight medic, were all killed. We're also learning the helicopter was set to land right near a high school football field. Isaiah Kim Martinez has been following this story since the crash. So, Isaiah, what do we know right now?
Well, Connie, obviously so many are still waiting for answers here in this case. I can tell you right now that investigators found 2 rotor blades with damage that matched the size of the cables anchoring down that TV transmitter in Owenton, Kentucky. That's about an hour and a half northeast of Louisville. I talked to our aviation expert about what these new details and pictures show us. We had shown you the body of that medical helicopter crashing behind a restaurant and homes in Owen County last month. Now a closer look at the flight path that led right into one of those guy wires supporting the KET transmission tower.
It's just an easy thing to overlook because you see the tower, but you don't see the guy wires.
According to the 5-page preliminary report from the NTSB, the chopper came from the northeast to pick up a patient.
But in the process of doing that, there are certain hazards on the ground, be they buildings, be they people, trees, in this case a TV antenna with guy wires coming down, all types of obstacles on the ground.
Investigators marking this map with green arrows showing where the pilot struck one of those thin but powerful cables, 1.5 inches in diameter. New details show the landing zone was just south of this high school football field. WHAS 11 Storm Team meteorologist Reed Yaden, also a veteran pilot and flight instructor, breaking this down.
So you do what this pilot was doing. You do a reconnaissance. You circle the area.
But fire units hadn't gotten there yet, so the pilot said he'd circle the landing area and then head down. That's when disaster struck. The pilot had nearly 20,000 total hours of flight experience and had landed in the area before.
Every time you go into a new LZ or landing zone, it is like you're going in the first time. Things can change too.
And the position of the sun also highlighted in the report. It was just before 6 o'clock at the time of the crash, with the sun beginning to lower.
It's a major factor. From driving a car, you know what it's like at sunset or late in the day when the sun's low on the horizon. You can't see what's in front of you. It's very difficult. And you can multiply that many times more when you're flying a helicopter.
And ultimately, the NTSB still has to issue a final report, which will include the official cause and potential recommendations. We're told that could take at least a year. Connie.
All right, Isaiah, thank you for that story. Well, drivers